止めたければ実力で止めろ。構えろ。これが最後だ。フェイトグランドオーダー、コスモス・イン・ザ・ロストベルト、黄金樹海機構、ナウイ・ミクトラン。物語なき世界に神が生まれる。
Hello everyone! Welcome back for some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. So, when I said last time, hey, what was that epilogue thing, you know, because the next thing is apparently called epilogue, and I'm like, that sounds like really familiar, right? To have the middle chapter called epilogue, even though it's really not the epilogue. Well, that was from, of course, it's from Tsukihime Remake. Right? They did that exact thing where they said it's the epilogue, but it's not. So, we have here section 16. It's only about 4. So, we'll get through this here. We might start a bit of the next one. I don't know. We'll have to see. Right? Because if it's only 4 nodes, but you never know when it's labeled as no battles. If it's anything like friggin' Salem, we're gonna be here for a while still. So let us get going, move on into this new section. Yoop. Who knows? Maybe one day I will make this a bit more streamlined. For now, though, let's go. Epilogue. Is it the epilogue to like the city itself, perhaps? I don't know. Let's go. I feel like it should be illegal to call the middle chapter epilogue. Like, that's, like, confusing. Everyone's at a loss for words because a kiddo is super dead. Nemo? Listen, what happened to the city is heartbreaking. But we're still in the middle of a crucial operation. Ignore that noise, don't worry. I'm just like, is the game already lagging? Let me close everything else. Cold as it sounds, the fact is, we just don't have the time to mourn the dead right now. Isn't that right, Commander Gordolf? Would you mind going over our current situation and outlining our next steps?
Right. Good point. We can grieve our losses once the operation is over. The Oselima's attack has left Chichen Itza in shambles. The King of Dinosaurs is dead. The Solar Sojourn, which controls the position of the sun, has been taken to Mexico City. 60-ish deinos survived. The Oselime were almost completely wiped out before the last survivors retreated. In regards to the Oselime, we now know that they are neither humans from the Lostbelt nor soldiers from proper human history Tezcatlipoca train. They're apes native to Mictlān, but a species of primate extremely similar to humans. So the war between the Izcalli and deinos was not a proxy war between proper human history and this Lostbelt. Rather, it was a competition between two species trying to survive within the confines of Mictlān. Vicious though the Izcalli may be, they are not directly opposed to human history. Well, I suppose Izcalli is an exception there. He clearly has it out for us. Still,
I think Izcalli's probably...
Never mind that murderous lout for now. Here's the real problem we face. We too have suffered many losses as a result of this battle. Queen Sky thought she would show off by heading out to defend Chichen Itza alone, then found herself completely outmatched in a fight against Tezcatlipoca. Luckily,
Oh! She is alive, okay.
Luckily, Tanner rescued her and brought her to the ICU, where she's incoherently, currently licking her wounds.
Is she white what? I think at this point I should remind you that I'm supplying all my own magical energy. If I had a master to help with that, things would have gone very differently.
If she says so. Granted, there was no one in Collia foolish enough to provide such a dangerous servant with magical energy. I trust you all agree? Good.
Buddy, that would be crazy.
Moving on. The Nitocris who went out to defend the border from the Oselime are missing. However, 7th did give me a message for Tanner and Caroline before he left. Don't worry about us, we'll turn things around in overtime. That's all.
They're dead.
As for you, Olga Marie, who reappeared during Tanner's battle with Tezcatlipoca, she's regained her memories and left Chichen Itza. We've been worried about this happening, but unfortunately the time has come. She may have been helpful so far, but I doubt we'll be able to count on her going forward. Up until now, our enemies have been Daybit and Izcalli. However, the Foreign God remains the greatest threat to successfully carrying out her grand order. Is that clear?
But she was still the same Olga Marie we knew. I know her memories have returned, but if we could just talk to her...
Get it through your head! Regardless of how closely she resembles the Olga Marie you knew, it does not matter. Hell, she might not even be Olga Marie Animosphere, but that doesn't change the fact that she is the Foreign God. Did you fail to notice that her spirit origin is on the scale of a star? Monster doesn't even begin to cover it. You understand that in a single second, the sun puts out more energy than the entirety of humanity has used in all of its history, right? We can't risk her blowing up on us. She's too dangerous. Now, can you two worry about yourselves for a change? That goes for you too, Kadok. I want you to keep a close eye on Tanner and Kyrielite.
Gordy's right. At this point, we have to treat you, Olga Marie, as an enemy. Unfortunately, she's not the only dangerous entity we need to worry about right now. Kukulcan is the representative of the extraterrestrials that made this Lostbelt, the archetype of Mictlān. Remember when Tezcatlipoca said she'd eventually turn on us? I think he's right. So far, we haven't demonstrated any hostility toward Mictlān or its people, nor made any attempt to attack. But that won't remain true. We need to cut down the Tree of Emptiness. At the same time, the Cryptor is trying to destroy Earth by waking up Ort. As far as Mictlān is concerned, that makes us both enemies. So from Kukulcan's perspective, anything not originally from Mictlān is an enemy. That is almost certainly part of why she attacked the Stormborder on the surface. She did ally with us for a time thanks to Tanner having reached an understanding with the deinos. But now that there's no more need to keep the deinos safe, she will almost certainly try to eliminate us on behalf of Mictlan's collective will. Yeah. If I were on the side of Mictlān, I'd want to kill Daybit and Tezcatlipoca first, then us. Still, I wonder, is Kukulcan really an agent of the Maya? Some of what she's done lines up with her intentions, but it seems to me like she's also gone her own way at times.
I see. Then we better start thinking of Kukulcan as an enemy from here on. It's not all bad, though. In player card rights, we can pit our enemies against each other and swoop in to claim the spoils of the aftermath. But at any rate, that's a long and short of our current situation. Now that we understand the situation, it's time to plan our next steps. Tanner, Mash, Kadok, I want you to get some rest over the next 2 hours. Go outside and get some fresh air, take a nap, whatever you feel like. We will meet back here in 2 hours' time. Do not be late.
2 hours? Get me a National Geographic. For the articles. I should have known it would still be dark out. It would have been evening in Chichen Itza about now. Guess you two aren't the only ones who wanted to go outside. You two gonna do anything in particular? I want to check in on the deinos. Oh, hey. Are you all done with your talk? Kukulcan, you're okay. Oh, I don't suppose you know where the Deinonychus brothers and Tepeu are, do you? I haven't seen the Deinonychus brothers, but Tepeu said he was going back to his house for a while. The other deinos are all gathered at the Shakta Shrine. Maybe you'll find the Deinonychus bros there. Hey, yeah, thanks, Kukulcan. You idiot. Don't you realize they're going to be mourning? I don't think they will. No, they're kind of not for that life. Hey, wait up, outsiders like us shouldn't... Shit, there they go. Well, guess I'll have to just go take my lumps with them. Hold up, bro. You're coming with me. There's something I want to ask you. Where'd Olga go? In fact, what exactly is she to you guys anyway? I asked Tepeu, but she wouldn't give me any more details. Is it something I'm not supposed to know? Alright, I'll tell you. Consider it thanks for protecting the border while we were being held captive in Mexico City. This will be a good chance to reevaluate things, Kukulcan. See, that woman you've fallen for is actually... Oh, he's getting the lore. I have a feeling that Kukulcan is going to go off the deep end at some point. I feel like he's about to lose it. I don't see the Deinonychus brothers anywhere. All of Chichen Itza's remaining deinos are gathered here, and it looks like they're discussing something. Oh, hello, Tanner. Hello, Mash. Have you come to tell us more stories of proper human history? This is wonderful. Now please come to the center. I do hope you'll finally tell us about Latin America this time. I'm sorry, I don't think I could do a good job of it right now. I see. Well, that's understandable. Conveying events with words alone is difficult. Even a small mistake in expression or description can prevent the listener from getting the full picture. May I ask what you're all going to do now? You know that your sun's going to explode soon, right? And if that wasn't enough, your friends and family have been killed and your city's been destroyed. We may not be responsible for the sun, but the rest of this is all because of knowledge from Daybit. No, from proper human history. You have every right to blame us for this tragedy, and yet... Hey, what do you think you're doing making Mash cry, Cheatam? Knock it off! What, did you show her that crazy math formula you were talking about earlier or something? No, it was nothing like that. Oh, gosh, now what do? We didn't mean to make either of you sad, but I guess we did. This dude's crazy looking. Your brain waves tell me you're both feeling guilty. I remember you worried about this kind of thing before, when you asked if we hated proper human history. Just you asking us that made us so glad. It proved you always accepted Lostbelts for what they were, even as you fought against them. It also proved you never forgot them. Yeah, for sure. It was kind of painful to hear also. I mean, you two are still holding on to these harrowing memories, even after going through this cycle 6 times now, right? It's too bad you can't forget the old ones each time, but I guess that's also why proper human history's got so many stories. We have stories because we don't forget? Oh yes, that's the biggest difference between proper human history and us. We don't have any history, or any stories. That's why we accept extinction as a matter of course. It's just never been something we thought of as painful. Talk about being happy-go-lucky, right? Heck, I can only say that now because we finally know how the Lostbelts work. Wait, does this mean... I know it may be very rude to ask you all this, but... could it be that Tepeu isn't uniquely understanding, but rather that all deinos are, well... You mean, do we share similar brain structure and levels of intelligence? Well, yes, I suppose we do. There have never been any deinos who are so exceptional to be described as geniuses or brilliant. So no, Tepeu's mind doesn't work any differently from ours. He just sees things differently thanks to his unusual eyesight. Once we heard your stories, every deinos understood that Mictlān is a Lostbelt, a place of cosmic fantasy. Even knowing that, we still love your stories, though admittedly they do make us feel lonesome as well. Not me, I just had a great time hearing them. I wish I could have gone swimming in Atlantis. All the more reason for us to keep going for another generation. That way, there'll be a world for aquatic dinos. Childhood friend-like deinos. There's no way you could be a plesiosaur, Kukumo. You're way too impatient to wait for evolution. This is... Anyway, it's about time now. You're just leaving? Where are y'all going? Are you all heading into the jungle? That's right. Now that the Solo Sojourn and the King of Dinosaurs are gone, we have no reason to stay in Chichen Itza. Good luck with proper human history. We wish you all the best. Please don't worry about us. We were always destined to die out here. This is weirder than the fairies. The city was so full of life and now it's completely empty. Yes. And not only were they not despondent about their fate, they're actually kind enough to worry about us. They don't hate anyone. They don't resent their circumstances. They just share whatever happiness they have with as many as they can. It's wonderful, but for some reason it makes me really sad too. I know the feeling. Even if there isn't a way to avoid extinction, I'll just go with this one. Oh, the inevitability of death and accepting it. Yeah. Man. Hi. You're here? What? I thought you... Why? God, we still don't know what's up with you. What the frick are you? The lore. The lore. What does it mean? Oh, this is gonna probably be all story, huh? Bro absolutely signed a contract with Koi and Skya.
Good. You're all right on time. Now, let's begin the briefing for our final mission in the South American Lostbelt. Nemo, Professor, Sion, how are the stormwater's repairs coming along?
We finished mending everything except the onboard facilities and the engine room. At the moment, we're getting ready to restart the Triton engines. Yes, sir. We're counting down the moments until we can begin repairing the armor plating's electromagnetic barrier that Kukulcan destroyed, and begin reapplying our anti-spirit and anti-curse membrane coatings. We should be back to combat readiness in about 10 hours. Once that's done, we'll restart the engines, generate new Spiritron torpedoes, and charge the main cannons. We expect it'll be a total of 20 hours before the ship is ready for both flight and combat.
I see. Excellent. To be honest, I was secretly beside myself when the board was nearly split in two, as I didn't see how we could possibly come back from damage like that. But you've actually succeeded in restoring the whole thing. Thank goodness for Mictlan's abundant resources.
I've got a report to make too. The density of the toxic gas in the 8th stratum is falling rapidly. According to Trismegistus 2, the 8th and 9th strata will have breathable atmospheres in about 10 hours, which means the time of the underworld pilgrimage is finally upon us. The only catch is, like Nemo said, we still can't move the border yet. If we try to fly without berries, we'll be easy prey for Kukulcan if she decides to finish the job when we arrived. She started when we arrived.
But unfortunately, Daybit is also certainly preparing for his own underworld pilgrimage even as we speak. By the time we finish rebooting the border, he could well have reached the bottom stratum and revived Ort. So once again, we have no choice but to send our field team ahead. Master Tanner is serving Master Kiraylight, Nitocris Alter, and now this I am to let you go. Technical Advisor. You have two options to choose from. Plan A, Operation Daybit Assault. Locate and neutralize Daybit's avoiders way to the bottommost stratum. You should aim to get him somewhere between the 6th and 8th strata. This should resolve the immediate threat without needing to go all the way to the bottom strata. The important thing is that Ort remains dead. Plan B, Operation Tree of Emptiness Felling. Reach the bottom stratum before Daybit, find the Tree of Emptiness and cut it down. No matter how powerful Ort is, it's still a part of the Lostbelt, so getting rid of the latter should remove the former too. According to Trismegistus 2 calculations, each plan has a 50-50 chance of succeeding. Now, just for the record, let me ask you this, Master Tanner. Do you feel one of these plans is a better shot than the other? Don't be shy, give your honest opinion.
Daybit, go for him. No, we should go with both A and B at the same time. Both of them? What are you saying? There's no reason for us to stick to just one choice. We should split up into a team to strike at Daybit, and a team for the underworld pilgrimage. Even if the strike team fails to stop Daybit, it should at least slow him down. That'll buy the pilgrimage team time to reach the bottom strata, cut down the Tree of Emptiness, and destroy this Lostbelt. It gives us the best chance of success. I'll of course be on the Daybit assault team. I'll need the Shadow Border, Coin Skya, and the best driver you've got. My plan is to go after Daybit in the 3rd underworld. If the driver has a healthy number of top-tier magical circuits, so much the better.
Oh, I may not been able to finish the Paris-Dakar rally, but I still have good driving technique and off-road expertise. But you're looking for a driver that surpasses me there, and who also possesses top-tier magical circuits. Where in the world are we going to find someone like that?
Now I gotcha. Right? Nothing to worry about there. You guys just focus on the underworld pilgrimage. I haven't cleared the 3rd underworld, so that rules me out of that group anyway. Fine. I was already planning to use the Shadow Border in this mission anyway. Alright, the advanced team will take the Shadow Border down to the 6th stratum, the 3rd underworld boundary. From there, the pilgrimage team will get out and head to the bottom stratum to cut down the Tree of Emptiness. The Daybit assault team will stay in the 3rd underworld boundary, set up a dragnet, and carry out the plan from the Shadow Border. I don't love the thought of the pilgrimage team going on foot, though. We'll need help from the deinos who can act as their transport. I know you said the deinos have left Chichen Itza, but there still may be some around there. I'll have the Marines take a look around and see if they can find a porter. On a related note, we should talk about Tepeu, too. He's been a tremendous help so far, but the conflict between Cryptor and Kaldea is a problem for proper human history alone. I don't cherish the idea of drawing him into our battle. What do you think, Tanner? I think it'd be wrong to leave without a word after coming this far. Got it. Then I'll leave it up to you. Tepeu likes to act mature, but he's also intensely curious. I'm sure he would help us if we asked. In fact, I'm sure he'd forgive us if we wait. I'm not sure he'd forgive us if we didn't. Agreed. Shy though he might be, he does know how to hold a grudge. Go pull that shut-in out of his comfort zone.
I see. It's good we hear you become such good friends with the deinos. I don't know how it happened, but by all means, go ahead and talk to him. In the meantime, we'll continue our preparations. This will likely be your last chance to take in Chichen Itza. We don't have much time, so enjoy it while you can.
Are we going to do any? I mean, the city, the people are gone. There's not much left for us to see except kind of dilapidated buildings, right? I mean, I guess we could go and plunder supplies, because if they're all leaving, might as well take what we can. Oh. Interesting. Oh, this is pure story. Let's go. So they're little monkey fellas, huh? Oh, now it's so clearly monkey noises.
Son, ours, sing is Mictlān.
Hello? Who are these guys? It's all right. Go ahead. I can report to Izcalli alone. What are these guys? So the women and children who are living in the jungle, have all come to the city. But they're not here to celebrate our victory. They've been praying for their husbands and sons who went off to battle to return safely. They love their families just like humans. No, their love is purer than humans. Only a handful of soldiers came back. The ones who lost their partners must think I'm a terrible king. And Ocelotl's been training to join the Royal Guard for half a year. Looks like he resents me for not telling him he was too young and leaving him behind. Monkey drama. Familial love. Familial bonds. The affection which develops naturally from the moment one is born when there is no need for words. I have nothing like that. I was already fully formed the first time I opened my eyes. My body was made here in Mictlān. It was modeled after the people of proper human history. My human mind was shaped to be the king of the Ocelome. That is who I am. I have no family. There are no others like me. All I had were the impulses I wore on my sleeve. My disappointment in those who refused to obey me. The despair I induced in those assigned to me. My lashing out against all around me. My God said to remember those impulses, that he would make me a god only if my soul was clear and unclouded. Great Izcalli, despite being a god of proper human history, you discovered the Ocelome. In one night he built Mexico City and created me out of earth to serve as their king. Out of the earth, okay. For 1 year, I would act as Izcalli. If I could prove myself worthy, I would become his incarnation. It was a wonderful year, a year full of doubt. Free of doubt. That's the opposite. I knew with absolute certainty that our fight to eradicate humankind, to deny proper human history, was a righteous one. And now we've decimated Chichen Itza and invited the sun into Mexico City. Mictlān now belongs to them. Not that it matters to me. From now on, they will be the prime species of this world, because I'm not an Ocelotl myself. I've completed my trial of being Izcalli for 1 year. Now I can finally remove my mask and be rid of my childhood name. I've dreamed of this moment all my life, the moment I'll finally receive the power to strike back against everything. What's your childhood name? And yet, for some reason, my heart is clouded, like an obsidian mirror too opaque to reflect anything. Please tell us the name, please, it's gonna kill me. Behold, the sun has moved from the Maya to the Aztec. Now we have the minimum viable model of proper human history in place. Oh, the triumphant king returns. Welcome back, Izcalli. Did you kill the other me? I did. I riddled him with bullets. His limbs went flying, his head was torn from his neck, and his flesh was shredded to gooey bits. I see. Good job. Only Izcalli can kill Izcalli. You and that other me might have been immortal, but a fellow Izcalli weapon will easily do plenty of damage. The conditions were equal. Trust me, the other me had no complaints about dying in battle. Huh? What is it? Is there something you don't get? All right. I never did tell you that the king of dinosaurs was also me, huh? And that's only because I trusted you. I knew you were the kind of guy who would step up when he had to. Gods are expected to be fair and impartial. You wanted destruction more than you wanted to win. If you decide you don't need proper human history, then you gotta let go of the Lostbelt too. Understand? You choose extinction. Can't leave one side standing. Need to get rid of everything to start all of it over fresh. Yes, great Izcalli Poca. I'm honored to receive your divine proclamation. Alright, let's head out. It's underworld pilgrimage time. Get ready to leave, Izcalli. I'm about to make your wish come true. Underworld pilgrimage. Does that mean we'll be going to Mictlān's bottom stratum? That's right. Let me give this a go. Chiconahuelan. There we go. The 9th stratum. The Moon Lake, where we'll find a real altar city instead of this slapdash replica. A place known as Mictlān, the land of beginnings. It's also where you were born. Wait, what? I was? And I wasn't born from the earth of Mexico City? Are you Ort? That's right. Summoned. The city's the only place I could have summoned you. Hey, I know. Want to bring along a few that are surviving a settlement you trained yourself? No, that's all right. This was a hard-fought victory. Even the Settlement need time to relax and lose themselves in drink. Got that right. No matter how short-lived it is, you gotta savor joy while you can. Okay, time for the finishing touch. Daybit's waiting in the jungle. Let's go pay our respect to Ort's coffin. Okay, he's clearly something, or someone. I never thought I would see a war in a land as peaceful as Mictlān. It seems humankind cannot escape the consequences of accumulation, no matter what form it takes. They accumulate wealth, sin, forgiveness. Even our own foreign god must find this situation deplorable. I already knew about human wars from the video records I studied. Chichen Itza might be a ghost town now, but it was never a creation of the Deinos civilization anyway. They've never accumulated anything, and they never will. Quite right. Your eye is as sharp as ever, my lady. But that is not true for humankind of proper human history. Both the Cryptor and Caldia will try to reach the bottom stratum. The former will do so hoping to revive Ort, while the latter will do so to erase this Lostbelt, and Ort with it. So, what will you do, my lady? You need to ask. The whole reason I chose this Lostbelt as my temporary lodging was to acquire an even stronger spirit origin. Ort belongs to me. I'm not about to hand it over to anything as incompetent as humankind. Come to the conclusion that Earth's prime species is evil. No compunction about eliminating it. I go to the bottom stratum. You stay here and monitor Caldia. Once I've fused with Ort, they'll try to escape on the ship. They have chased them down twice before. I don't want to bother with a third, you understand me? Of course, my lady. Rest assured, everything is already in place. The moment the Stormborder tries to escape Mictlān will be their last. I swear, we're gonna have a crazy fight against Ort, and everything sucks, and we barely win, and then at the very end it's surprise! It's me! And we gotta fight him. Of course. Okay. No battles. No battles at all. Let's go. There you have it. Will you come with us? Yes, of course. I'm relieved you came to talk to me. Thank you, Tanner. You're welcome, but why? All the other Deinos have left Chichen Itza, right? Whether the sun exploding is what destroys Mictlān or it's a casualty of Ort's destruction of the whole world, the Deinos will accept what happens without a fight. The response could be called rational or even noble, but knowing what you've fought so far, I thought you might find that response cold and heartless. I was steeling myself for the likelihood that you would leave without a word. In the end, the deinos are Mictlan's prime species. We are, at heart, very different creatures from yourselves. We might have differences, but we can resolve them peacefully. I still have some preparations to make, so please, go onto the border without me. I'll meet you at the castle gate. Even I've never been past the 7th stratum, so I'm looking forward to the adventure that lies ahead. Oh, and one more thing. I have something of a favor to ask of you. I swear to God, if he asks us to get him a knife. Frick. Frick, that'd be cool. Fires. Everyone is really gone now, aren't they? Yep, they sure are. At this point, the sun might not ever come back. And again, even if it did, it's just going to explode anyway, so maybe it's actually for the best. I don't know who the... Oh, okay. That being said, don't you think you should be more careful walking around alone at night? You're the master of Kalia. As far as Mictlān is concerned, well, as far as I'm concerned, you're just a rare and unusual interloper. But the novelty of that has worn off, so wouldn't it be funny if I just pruned you here and now? You're not very good at being the bad guy, are you? Well, I didn't think you were going to be so unfazed. Man, and I spent all that time practicing what I was going to say before I flew down, too. Is what Izcalli said about you true? Huh? Alright, I guess he did say something about me not protecting the deinos, huh? Yep, he was dead on. The sun helps the world grow, yes, but it also makes it burn. Think back. Did I do anything at all to protect the deinos even when we were traveling together? That's right, I didn't. Even when Camazotz showed up or this war was taking place, I just kicked back in the sky and enjoyed the show. Did you really enjoy it, though? I did. You really are an insolent one, you know. Say something like that again and I will very literally squash you. Anyway, the sun's going to explode soon, so who cares how many of them die now? The cycle of extinction has come to Mictlān, just like it did in proper human history. There's no point getting angry or sad about it or refusing to face reality. Even if the deinos and Izcalli all die out, eventually humans like you will still be born, right? Life will never die out completely, no matter how bad the collapse. Proper human history has proven that. I was thinking, why don't you all just leave now that your ship's almost repaired? I mean, there's no point in you sticking around for Mictlan's collapse, is there? No, because there's kind of a guy there that might want to destroy the world, so... I see. Then I guess there's nothing to be done. I am the arbiter of Mictlān. That means I'm obligated to watch over the deinos and Izcalli's final moments. To do that, I need to keep this Lostbelt around. Which means both the crypt are trying to revive Orta and Kalia on its mission to cut down the Tree of Emptiness are my enemies. The next time we meet will be in Kalakmul. That is where you and I will go our separate ways. Well, she was nice when she was on the party. And I have a feeling, due to events, she will join back up with us after. Wait, never mind. I'm actually thinking, I'm kind of putting it together. If the story's going to go as I think it's going to go, maybe that might not be the case. Sorry, are we just jumping all the way down there? 4th underworld. Yahui. Sure, let's get started at least. Probably not going to finish this one if it's the 4th underworld, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe it'll be a shorter one. It's not like there's another underworld guardian who can join us or anything. We passed the Mictlān observatory in the 7th stratum and will soon be entering the 8th. It took us 6 hours to reach the 3rd underworld boundary in the 6th stratum in the shadow border. We were going to have to walk the rest of the way, but the King of Dinosaurs gave me a job to do and I'm going to see it done. It'll be way faster if I carry you through the jungle and you three weigh practically nothing. You are giving us a wonderfully steady ride, Kukulcan. Even at this speed, we're not getting jostled at all. It's like your legs and your torso are completely separate beings. When it comes to pure riding comfort, you even surpass the Sphinx. This is amazing. How do you do it? I just absorb all the impact of each step with my legs. If I let it reach my stomach, it could do some damage. It's very fortunate that you were still in Chichen Itza, Kukulcan. I was concerned that Kalia would lack transportation for their operation, but that's no longer a problem. On a related note, how are you doing back there, Da Vinci? I'm sorry I can't provide the same stability as Wakchan, but I can at least float and glide a little bit. Are you kidding? I'm having the time of my life! I didn't know your feathered arms could also work as wings. They're mainly to stabilize my posture, but yes, they do. Oh, they can glide. Okay. If I use the spell Professor taught me, I might even be able to fly like Doomazid. Oh, okay. Sure. All right. I'd love to see that. Anyway, I know the 7 of us, Tanner, Mash, Nitocris, Davinci, Wakchan, myself, and Habitrot in our base state. Okay, can I just say, they keep using this phrase, Habitrot in her base state. What does that mean? Like, is she just in the shield hidden away? Is that what we're talking about? I don't know. We're making our way to the bottom stratum as quickly as we can go. But do you happen to have any questions about the 8th stratum, the final level of the underworld, before we arrive? I thought nobody could get in there most of the time. There are a few legends passed down orally among Chichen Itza's priests. The 4th level of the underworld is known as Yayakwi, the Black Line. It's a range of underground mountains devoid of sunlight. It's said to be covered by a steep mountain range, but those mountains are actually hollow, and there's another mountain range inside them. It's like the Sonic Adventure adaptation from Archie Comics. It is essentially a cavern, which contains an underground mountain range entirely devoid of sunlight. Do you not say that exact thing? Pretty much. It's also that terrible bat Camazotz's nest. I suppose that makes him the 4th underworld guardian. You're gonna fight the vampire bat? Oh man, if only Lady Kukulcan were here too. Wakchan, you know that Kukulcan would never fight Mictlān's own denizens. In fact, she's probably far more likely to attack Kaldi at this point. Be careful not to greet her casually if you should happen to see her. She'll probably chop the people on your back right in half, along with you with them. Oh man, really? Then again, that does sound like her. Whatever Lady Kukulcan decides something's threatening Mictlān's peace, she wastes no time obliterating it, like unintelligent deinos. Oh well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I can dodge 1 or 2 of her attacks, but after that, it'll be up to you guys to figure out what to do. But she's the god, right? Can you fight her? There's no law that says we can't defy our god. Besides, people and gods are both living creatures. All that matters is whether or not you can get along and whether or not your goals align. Lady Kukulcan wants to protect Mictlān, and you guys want to save your world. I figure both of you are right, so I'm going to help the side I can. Oh, but you'll have to let me think about it if Lady Kukulcan asks me to join her side. She would never do that, though. The teachings of the whole thing is letting us roam free rather than tying us down. I see. So Kukulcan's not a dominant father figure, but a watchful mother figure. I suppose I always knew this Lostbelt's king would end up being our enemy, but it still sucks, knowing how naturally big-hearted she is. Big-hearted? Are you sure you don't mean big-muscled? Wah-wah! We will certainly need to watch out for Kukulcan, but we also should be wary of you, Olga Marie. There's a very good chance that she and Rasputin are moving to acquire Ort for their own ends as well. So our ultimate obstacles are Kukulcan and the foreign god. Yep, though right now, our most pressing concerns are whether Kadok's team succeeds with their assault and our attempt to cross the 4th underworld border. We're going to focus on the latter, so we're counting on you to back up Kadok's team, Sion. Sorry, but I can't help you. Firstly, you still haven't made it through the 3rd underworld border, which would normally make it completely impossible for you to act freely. I'm only allowing you to do that here as a favor to Tanner. Second, Daybit the Cryptor has already made it through here, so I have no right to touch him. And third, I still have to find Doomazid. There's no telling what he might get up to if left to his own devices. You're saying we have to take down Daybit all on our own. And probably Izcalli too, since I'll most likely be accompanying him. Yes, still, I'm not completely heartless. As soon as the Cryptor arrives here, I'll inform you of his route, so you can pick a perfect spot to ambush him. Cryptor or not, he's still only human, and even Izcalli's vessel is a human body, not a spirit origin. You should be able to win, as long as you go in properly prepared. Good luck. Okay. That's helpful. Been an hour since then. Tanner's group must be in the 7th stratum by now. Good thing we managed to get here before Daybit. Never been so happy to have access to a big car and a top-tier driver. Still can't believe how quickly you got us through that jungle.
You're telling me. Now, remind me, if you would. What in the world am I doing on the assault team, Zemlupus? Could you have chosen Moonier to drive you instead?
Remember, Your Excellency, Lord Munier's wounds still aren't fully healed. If he were to start bleeding from his forehead while driving through the jungle, we would all be dead in no time. You're a racer, so... Let me try that again. You're a racist. It's the job, right? So you surely understand the danger of getting sweat in your eyes while driving a dangerous course.
You just had to go right for my pride, didn't you? Very well then. Who's going to take the navigator's seat, and who can I trust to wipe the sweat from my brow?
Why, me, of course. I would be honored to use these big, soft, rabbit-ear pom-poms to gently, delicately wipe the sweat from your forehead, Your Excellency.
Can I contract you to be my exclusive navigator for the whole season?
Damn, it's giving me chills just listening to her play him like a fiddle. I guess Gordolf has yet to learn his lesson. Hey, if you're out to wreck your life, I'm not going to stop you. Can we at least wait till we're back on the surface, though? Kukulcan, have you heard from Ereshkigal yet? Just now, in fact. Lord Daybit is proceeding along the route we expected. Here you go.
Cripes are moving damn quickly, too. We'll never catch them here. Still, it seems your time is finally up, Daybit Semvoid. We're about 20 kilometers from our intercept point. I can get us there as quick as a wink. Prepare to eat the dust of my record-breaking lap time.
Hang on. I want to shift the interception point to here. We should wait to ambush them in the middle of the desert. You can get us there in 10 minutes, right? Kukulcan and I will take it from there. I'm going to go set up as many explosives and beast traps as possible, so I'll need your merchandise. Of course, just leave it to me. With all these claymores and C2 explosives, not even a rat? No, not so much as the bug will get past us. I'm more than happy to pay them back for what they did to Chichen Itza. With interest.
All right, fasten your seatbelts, because I'm about to kick this baby into high gear. Let's go set the perfect trap.
They actually played the sound of them buckling up. By the way, Kadok, I noticed you were researching something in the Stormborders library. Did you find what you were looking for? Yeah, I tracked down a record that I think has to do with David's past.
You did? Damn it, man, why did you say so sooner? I can't focus on what you're saying while I'm driving.
It's no big deal. Knowing this information earlier wouldn't have made any difference. I didn't mention it at the briefing because I knew it'd get a "and" at best. But I guess now's as good a time as any to share. Daybit Semvoid. If you ever want to know how he became the Maverick of the Clock Tower, today's your lucky day. Oh, lore? Real lore? Let's go. There are 3 major factions of the Mage Association. Egypt's Atlas Institute, the North Sea's Wandering Sea, and the biggest one, London's Clock Tower. Hell, it's so big it's basically synonymous with the association. Anyway, the Clock Tower is divided into 13 departments. Misteel, Solonea, Evocation, Kishur, Chimera, Bridshan, Umina. That one, we know about that one a bit more now. Astromancy, Balaway, Jigmarie, also, it was Evocation was, Waver, right? Meluastea, Policies, and the newest one established 200 years ago, Norwich. Izcalli was founded by the Lord of Astromancy, Marisbury Animosphere. Naturally, that means most of Izcalli is mages. About 80% of them came from Astromancy. The other 20% were scouted. Krishtaria, Team A's leader, was obviously a young Astromancy genius. But Daybit, who was said to be just as brilliant as Krishtaria, came from the Brishsan department? Brishsan, the department which studies mythology and performs reconstructions. I bet they'd have a lot of dealings with servants, too.
Don't make me laugh. It makes my mustache quiver.
You have something to say, driver?
I used to think the same thing at first. I swear. There's a whole problem with amateurs. Listen, servants are familiar with spirit bodies, which puts them under Evocation's jurisdiction. Meanwhile, the Clock Tower's dean, who is also the Lord of Brishsan, categorized Brishsan as the department which studies non-human creatures like angels and demons. Obviously, neither of those have anything to do with mythology or heroes. I mean, no, but okay. Oh my, if your mustache quivering bothers you so much, perhaps I should shave it off for you. Wait, shouldn't researching angels and demons also involve servants, since they're also all mythological phenomena? For example, the divine spirit that served as my own point of reference came from the Kojiki. Yeah? You're mistaken, Koyanskaya. Solonea, Evocation, Astromancy, and Meluastea. All deal with mythologies from around the world, too. They're considered part of the shared laws and disciplines that humanity has built up over the course of history. So for mages, the angels and demons that show up in various mythologies are just a normal part of life.
The Mages Association takes it a step further by treating all of human history as a single legend, which it helps cultivate. The association sees myths as a facet of common knowledge rather than something worth devoting an entire department to study. The only thing the association would accept as true legend is something beyond the bounds of that common knowledge. I guess Brishannon doesn't deal with matters from Earth. It deals with out-of-place artifacts and steeped in unknown laws. The kind found scattered all over the Earth since ancient times, never spoken of in any mythology. Who parts? Even in the Magecraft world, where angels and demons are just fact of life, there are some that are considered taboo because they're threats to all of humankind. It's Brishan's job to study. For some reason, this name is killing me. It's Brishan's job to discover, study, and store these kinds of threats. The departments contribute to humankind in different ways, but Brishan is focused on keeping inhuman things away from us. So they're the SCP Foundation. Or that's because the Lord of Brishan is also the Dean of the Clock Tower. No mage born in the AD era who knows anything about modern civilization could handle it.
But the Dean has a select group of elites that report directly to him. Well, I say we're elites, but in truth, they're anything but.
Who is the Dean of the Clock Tower? Fate Clock Tower Dean. Is it who I think it is? You know what? I should probably not look this up. If they don't bring it up, let's not look it up.
Many who join can never move up. They're little more than slaves who spend their lives working to understand extraterrestrial threats. Suffice to say, it's not easy to quit that department, which is why we can assume Atmosphere recruited Daybit directly. With another lord negotiating personally, I'm sure even the Dean could have denied the request.
Actually, the Atmosphere had nothing to do with it. They made it sound like he had been banished, but the truth is he left voluntarily. I'm sure Director Marisbury did personally invite him, but it was ultimately his choice to leave Brishan and join Caldia. I see. So he essentially sold himself to Caldia. I assume he went back over his records before he left Brishan then? They were in the database, right? Yeah. All 8 years he spent in Brishan. There's not a single record of him before that. There's no mention of him in Brishan or Astromancy. Whenever a new student enrolls in the Clock Tower, there's always an entry made for them in Misteel's database. There wasn't anything on him in that one, either. All we know is that Daybit was a genius who suddenly showed up at the Clock Tower when he was 10 years old. I might have been able to find out more if Policy's database had been shared with the Border.
That would never, ever happen. Policy is also the Clock Tower's internal investigations agency. Giving outside of such information could lead to all the Clock Tower scandals becoming public knowledge.
Oh my, so that's what you were up to back when you were in Policies, Your Excellency. So you held your fellow mages past over their head in ways that's more than skirted the law than followed it. Am I correct?
You say, Kano?
Right. At that point, I stopped trying to investigate David's past and started looking through all of Brishan's records. It wasn't easy since each day's records were individually locked down. Normally, I normally never been able to sift through them all on my own. But luckily, I knew exactly which year to check, and with Sion's help, I eventually found it. There was a file from July 2006 that was just titled Record 5 Minutes. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to... Oh, that sounds familiar. Did we hear that before? 5 minutes? Unfortunately, I wasn't able to decrypt the file's contents. Actually, it would be more accurate to say that the file contained nothing noteworthy at all. But on that same day, a strange and inexplicable accident happened in London in a neighboring college town. That day, every single spell in London suddenly stopped working. What? Of course, pretty much everyone noticed the abnormality, so it wasn't long before it was fixed. The mages figured there must have been a mistake in their spells and decided it wasn't worth reporting. As a result, the incident was never made public. Nobody at the Institute was ever held responsible.
I'm quite sure I would have recognized it as a major incident if I'd been there at the time. Since so many people never knew about it, does that mean it happened in the dead of night or something?
Your Excellency, do kindly shut up. So this record 5 minutes file from Brishan is dated the exact same time as the incident when every spell in London stopped? That's right. What happened was an angel relic. Is he an angel? What happened was an angel relic was exposed in a prep room for one of Brishan's faculty. In real-world time, It was only exposed for 0.2 seconds. That was thought to have been enough to shut down all the clock towers. So basically, we did the demon core thing, but the holy version. There's no record of who that room belonged to anywhere. It's gone from every document and from the mind of every person who could have known, so there's no way to look it up. I guess that the only one who might remember is the Dean. At any rate, whoever caused such incredible damage to every mage in the clock tower, even if only for a moment, became quite literally non-existent. However, records of that incident state there was a single survivor in the prep room. Given the situation, he was almost certainly that teacher's son. He was 10 years old at the time, but he soon went missing as well. Months later, on the Dean's personal recommendation, a boy genius with no prior record suddenly showed up in Brissan. As you can probably guess, that was Daybit Void. The records don't list his actual age, but physically, he was said to be about 10 years old. My take is this. The boy lost his father to the angel relic must be Daybit.
I see. So as a boy, he lost both his father and proof of his lineage. Although this angel relic, isn't that one of those dangerous artifacts that will drive you mad just by looking at it?
This is new lore. I've never heard of this before.
According to one popular theory, those artifacts will vaporize your brain before transmitting a signal to the beings that dropped them off on Earth. So that would mean that ever since then, Daybit Void has been...
I see. Now I understand. Daybit Void was omitted because his way of thinking and living never belonged with humanity in the first place. Those were some of the last words Curstaria wrote about him, right?
So he's not part of humankind. He must be one of the four god subordinates bent on overtaking Earth.
Sorry. That's all the time I have to talk. We've reached the intercept point. Got the Shadowporter's engines at the camouflage mode over by those sand dunes. Let's go, Koyanskaya. I need to set up mines across a 500-meter radius to make this place a hell on Earth. So, are they saying he's an angel or are they saying he's an alien? Those are two very different conclusions, but either way, I believe it. Yeah, I've never heard the lore about the angel stuff. That's scary. Oh, yep. Side area here. Raid point. Okay. I'm going to just... I kind of want to check, like... Who is the... Yeah, let's look up the clock tower, Dean. Let's look that up. I do want to check that, maybe. Right? I think it's important for us to know. Who's the lead right now? Right? Let's take a look. Director Dean. Right now it is... Oh, he's just called the director. And his name is Brish's son. Okay. The person on the highest tower and one of the disciples of Solomon. Like the actual Solomon. Yep, the director has been the same person for 2,000 years. Thought to be something more than human. Toko calling him a vampire knockoff. Okay. Well, there we go. Cool. That's all I needed to check. We don't know about him. I'm like, is that someone I should know? No. It's someone who is intentionally not known. A sandstorm. This wasn't there before. Is this your doing, Izcalli Poca? The hell's that supposed to mean? You think I'm behind every bad situation we find ourselves in? This is the Camazotz. That bad bastard's been using command spells on servants like they're going out of style. Yeah, fine. I sold him the command spells in the first place since he wanted them so badly. How was I supposed to know he was going to play pretend master like an idiot, though? Maybe next time you'll think twice before giving every Tomas, Rico, and Javier that comes your way a trial. That sounds pointed. So, what do you make of Camazotz? He's great. I might be the strongest god of the Aztecs, but in this Lostbelt, that title, the strongest, goes to him. Playing with command spells has placated him for now. But once he runs out of toys, he'll show his true colors. I see. We should have no trouble getting past Caldia. Now we just have to hope we don't run into Kukulcan. Don't worry about her. If we do encounter her, it just means one of us will have to sacrifice himself. Oh wait, we're dealing with Kukulcan. Guess it'll have to be me. She's a Lostbelt god the Maya or whatever copied off proper human history, right? I'm a good match for her. She's inexperienced. Her brute force approach won't own a candle to my expert evasion. What's wrong, Izcalli? Been glum for a while now. Getting motion sick or something since your first time in a car? No, I'm fine. I was just a little dizzy from taking in unfamiliar surroundings. But please, never mind me. I didn't see any sign of Tlaloc when we left Mexico City. Great Izcalli, do you know where she is? She hasn't come back, so she must have lost. You hate to see it, but sometimes that's just how it goes. Besides, I really only summoned her to build your city, so her job's been done for a while now. You mean you didn't make Mexico City yourself, Great Izcalli? I could have, but she was a better fit for that terrain. Mexico City's a true blue proper human history style town. The name comes from its modern incarnation. It was originally a beautiful place called Mictlān, right? Mictlān, the Lake of the Moon. It was a water-top floating city that served as the Aztec kingdom's capital when they worshipped two gods. It's nothing like the Chichen Itza the deinos built based on the old Kaan ruins. The Aztec capital. Beautiful. Mictlān. Oh, he's freaking out. What, still feeling dizzy? Hang in there. It's not much longer to the bottom stratum. You've already made it this far, Izcalli. Don't let all that time, effort, and fighting go to waste now. Yes, I know. My life exists solely for the anger rooted in my soul. Nice! I was waiting for it. I was kind of hoping it would happen in mid-conversation. What's going on, Cryptor? We're under attack. Hang on tight. Yo! That's sick art. Oh, baby. Nice one, Daybit. Why did you learn to drive like that? Are you a stunt driver in Hollywood or something? Unfortunately, I only attended an online driving school. I used to like movies, but I haven't watched one in years. Bro learned how to drive by playing that one Flash game driving school. Oh my god. Alright, we're past the minefield. Luckily our suspension's intact, but what? Now we have a divine spirit servant up ahead to deal with. Dang! We get to see her go all out. The goddess of guns. Welcome to my humble domain, god of war. The minefield was just the tip of the iceberg. I've got plenty more explosives where that came from. Now that I've formed a magical energy contract with both Kadok and Gordolf, there are no limits to what I can do. Behold, I have become the almighty god of weaponry. This desert will be your grave. You've been warned. Looks like we've got a weapon goddess. She's a friend of yours? Never seen her before. This sucks, though. I don't see any way I can win. I see. Then take Izcalli and get out of here. As long as you make it there, nothing else matters. Got it. Later, master. Are we gonna fight him? Are we fighting him? Oh my god, doesn't his command seal look like an angel feathered, kind of? I just realized. So, you let your servant go on ahead and nearly blew yourself up, trying to hit me with a kamikaze attack. Isn't that the opposite of what you should be doing? Why aren't you letting your servant do the fighting here? Any normal human master would send their servant to the front line while they escaped. That's kind of like a feather almost, yeah. I'm surprised to hear a disciple of the foreign god, or at least someone who enjoyed playing the part of one, lecturing me on how to be a human. And again, it seems you're called aside now. I'm especially impressed to see that Kadok formed a contract with you, even if only temporarily. It shows the supply of beast candidate, but not with not one, but two magical energy connections. I can't muster any surprise at this point, but humans really do walk a razor's edge. They always do whatever they can, no matter how dangerous, and with full understanding of what will happen. What are you? Wait, what are you doing? What you're gooing? What are you doing? What the frick? What's happening? What does he do for attack?
Damn it, they've passed the 400-meter mark. I think he's better at off-road driving than I am. We need to do something before they break through our traps. Hold on, I'm gonna go after them.
No, wait. I didn't expect the minefield would be enough to stop them. I'm counting on Coin Sky to finish the job. Between our contracts and the Shadow Borders reserves, we've got plenty of magical energy to work with. Right now, she's as strong as Divine Spirits get. Better off staying out of her way.
Fair point. She's not the sort to feel bad about friendly fire. In fact, I dare say she'd even relish it.
Two people just got out of their car. Looks like Izcalli and Izcalli. Daybit's staying. No way, is he actually planning to ram Koyanskaya?
Oh, look at her go. She just blew the comp to smithereens without even batting an eye. David got up with the skin of his teeth, but we got this thing in the bag. No lone maid can have that demonic minx alone without a servant's help. I'm bringing the shadow board around some Loomis. First we'll take David captive, then it'll be Izcalli's turn.
Yeah, sounds good. We got anti-beast spells laid in place behind Koyanskaya. We shouldn't have any trouble tracking Izcalli down, but did we really do it? Just like that? I was expecting them to put up more of a fight.
What's with the readings? The foundation of humanity value doesn't usually fluctuate like this. Kadok, sit down and strap in. You don't enhance your body and protect yourself with everything you've got.
What did he do? Like, okay, so again, he got through all the stuff without a servant, but what does he do? You know? Ah, frickin', what is he doing? Oh, don't go up here. I want to know what's happening down there. Okay, last one for now, probably. I have no idea how long these go. Actually, you know what? No, I'll probably just do it finished up. The last thing I want is to have these be too short, or rather, be in a weird spot. Well, for the inside of a mountain, it's really, beautiful. I assume the sparkling is coming from gemstones. I feel like I'm looking up at a starry night sky. I see the path we need to take is similar to the second underworld, with lots of narrow cliffs. Kukulcan, why don't we put our passengers down and proceed the rest of the way on foot? I think it would be dangerous for us to run here, too. Right on. Wow, I never thought this underworld would be like climbing a mountain from the inside. Looks like no matter what path we take, we're ultimately going to cross the peak to get to the other side. But hey, at least the slope's not too steep. Even if we do lose our footing, we can just climb back in no time. I'm afraid it's not that simple, Kukulcan. The bottom of this canyon is practically churning with dead spirits. If you fall down there, they'll be all over you so fast you'll never be able to climb back up. So we're dealing with a path to the underworld that's literally trying to drag down the living? Got it. Okay guys, let's go single file so we have as much path to work with as possible. That sounds like a job for me and Mash then. We'll take the front of the line. Mash, if an enemy attack threatens to throw you off balance, hang on to me. I can keep us afloat for a few seconds. Understood. Thank you, Habitrot. There's me. What a lineup. What a picture. What a picture. The little shitty is so good. Having Kukulcan bring up the rear was smart. It won't let any enemies get to us. So Da Vinci, which part of proper human history's Mictlān would this fourth underworld correspond to? Well, unlike the others, nothing here really screams it's totally this, as far as I can tell. If I were to guess, I'd say it's probably proper human history Mictlān's seventh layer, Teoloqualoyan. Teoloqualoyan was said to be home to a terrifying starved jaguar that would attack you and eat your heart if you chose the wrong path out of fear. Jaguar is also said to be Izcalli's tonal, the heart of the mountain, known as Tepeu. Heart of the mountain? I believe it refers to a jaguar, which is literally the size of a mountain. That's the trial of Teoloqualoyan getting past a terrifying monster. Since this fourth underworld is where Camazotz lives, we're probably going to have to face a similar monster. I see. So the condition for us to travel through this underworld is fighting a monster. Master, let's discuss our current combat capability. Are you able to summon normally? All good, I can summon no problem. That's good. Good, let's stay alert as we go and make sure we're ready for an attack at any time. By the way, Senpai, do you have any other convenient underworld items? I mean, you were so well prepared for the others that I thought you might have something for this one too. Just mint incense bat repellent and a sheer raincoat. A sheer raincoat? Let me take a look at that. This is made of anodized aluminum oxide membrane. It's the same material they use in spacesuits. Why would we need something like... Ah. That's right, I just remembered. It wasn't too long ago that the 8th and 9th strata were awash with cosmic rays. Tanner, put that raincoat on now. The radiation levels here won't affect servants or deinos, but prolonged exposure would definitely harm humans. Ha! I am now in a little raincoat. No way. She just changed her outfit in barely more than half a second. Now I know how dress-up dolls feel. I'm sorry. I just kind of acted before I realized what I was doing. Don't apologize. That was a perfect reaction. You were like a mother who's perfect the art of putting a jacket on her kid before going out. It's a good thing you were so quick, Mash. Tanner should be fine since we're still just at the entrance, but it would have been really bad if we kept going. Nice job thinking ahead, Tanner. If you hadn't thought to bring this along, we would have had to go back to the border for materials to make our own. The Minions bat repellent is a good addition, too. That explains why I haven't run into any bats since we first set... I'm going way too fast! It explains why we haven't run into any bats since we first set foot in here. Bats here are 10 times faster to hunger than the carnivorous insects, and they're quite vicious, too. They're easily the most dangerous bloodsuckers in Mictlān. That's crazy, considering we came across a dead apostle. Even a deinos wouldn't stand a chance against a large cloud of bats. Their fangs can easily puncture our biowave membranes, and they make us feel intoxicated while they suck out our blood. The intoxication numbs our brains and makes us feel completely euphoric to the point we can no longer care what happens to us. Oh, they're succubus bats. If there's an apex predator in the world, it's definitely them. We have a name for the condition. Bat impairment. Isn't that just bypassing booze and just going straight to drunk? I don't suppose it... No, it'd probably work on Camazotz. An unpleasant scent wouldn't be enough to drive him off from us. Doubtful, yes. If we're going to try for the peak, we're bound to run into him eventually. So we'll just have to be aware of that as we make our way up there. Remember, time is of the essence right now. We have to make it through here and reach the bottom stratum before Daybit and Izcalli Poka. Well, well, well. Racing the crypt to the 9th stratum, are we? I understand. Better hurry. I can be reasonable. If you're going after Ort, I won't stop you. Wow, thanks. Hey everyone, did you hear what Camazotz just said? He's right behind me, so I bet you did. I was worried about what happened when we ran into him, but it turns out he's a really nice guy. Huh? Did you say he's behind you, Kukulcan? Hostile reason at maximum. The pattern is identical to what we've seen so far. It's Camazotz. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Can we actually fight you this time? How terribly tragic. Here you are, throwing your lives away, all because you thought you could defeat the enemy awaiting you. Granted, wasted lives are more funny than tragic to me. Death is good for a laugh. So you can go. I visit the underworld when I can send you to hell right now. Let's go see what kind of fight you've got in store. Let's see what kind of sacrificial blood you could spill in Mictlan's final days. Now bow down to the king of the underworld, lord of the spring of death. Be grateful for the generosity of Camazotz, the wings that hold your fate in their claws. And that's a lot of Scala boys. I'm sick of listening to this bad prattle on. Tanner, we need to change our formation. I'll send Tepeu and Mictlān up to the front while you and Da Vinci handle the skeletons. Are we just gonna fight skeletons? Let's see. We get 6 servants at least. Da Vinci, Habitrot, or other. Well, I mean, let's honestly. If I don't have to use my guys, I'm not going to use them. Let's see here. Let's get team very good servants. Let's just get like one of each of the really good classes and just go crazy. Why not? Right? If it's just them, we can just do like, look at this, right? Why would I not do that? We'll give you... I'll also give you Black Grail. You can use that. Then in the back, let's go... Again, let's just go Bond. You're close. You're close. And then just to give us enough, we'll go... Mash. respond. Because we can. Perfect enough. Alright. Sounds good. Let us do this thing. Alright. Is there going to be some gimmick? Or is it just regular skeleton battle? Let's see. Boy, sure to be loading. Thousands of skeletons. 101. 3. Wait, what? That's it? What?
悲劇この上なく悲劇挑む敵の強大さを知らぬ楽観すなわち命に見届けよ感染しよう末後のミクトランに高き生贄の血が宿る
You're not doing anything? It's just a thing? Are you serious? Okay. Let's do this. Do this. Do this. Do this. You only get to 50%, but that's fine. Let's do... Okay, and let's go... one... What game? Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what's going on? It was really having a moment there. I have no clue why it was dying there. Dang, what's going on, man? I have no clue. Just having a moment. Too many skeletons! 3 skeletons is too many, man. Well. Hi. How's it going, guys? We just gotta wait for this to load. How's it going? It's been, I'm gonna be honest, I've been really enjoying this so far. Wow, it's really loading. I've been really enjoying this Lostbelt so far. There are definitely parts of it that I think are better than Lostbelt 6. I know. Both of them are really good, right? It sort of reminds me of how, like, both like Camelot and Babylonia, they like both have the things that make them really good, but they're good in different ways. It's the same thing here, right? So it reminds me a lot of that, where both 6 and 5 and 6 and 7 for this are equally good in different ways. Who knows, maybe future content is also going to be following the plan, meaning that, like, I'll really like half of the part 2.5 stuff and maybe all the other stuff. I don't know. Anyways, time for me to go. Whoop. So, okay, here's what we're doing. We're doing 1, 2. Yeah, it's running a lot better now. And you know what? We'll go 3 to you. Yeah. All right, let's do this. Hopefully their gimmick isn't like crazy, where it's like their defense up there or whatever. Let's see. Okay. I should have probably targeted the saber guy, but that's fine. Okay. Got 1 dead. Oh, you're 2 dead. Okay. Bro is buffing himself the frick up, but it doesn't matter. Okay, we got things with you. Let's go 2, 3. We'll get your noble phantasm next turn. Not that we super need it, honestly, but... Okay. Yeah, we don't even need that. Let's just do this. Be quicker. Yep. There we go. Easy. That was a actual nothing battle. I think reloading the game was longer. Yeah, I think reloading the game took more time. Oh well. sometimes I don't speak in loading because I'm like, it'll just be over quickly. And then it takes a long time to load, right? Because it's loading everything back in. Question mark. Are we battling him himself finally? What class is he? My brain just wants to say Berserker. Right? Wow. They died fast. So you triumphed over my warriors, Ka'an. Warriors in Ka'an. Not bad. Makes me want to taste your blood that much more. But things being what they are, I'm willing to tell you about a shortcut. Can't have that cryptor catching up to you, can you? I'm oath-bound not to attack Daybit. And the more time you waste fighting me, the more likely you are going to lose to him. So what do you say? Want to give my shortcut a shot? Gotta be more to it than that. What do I want in exchange? I want you to hand that woman over to me. Which one? What? Really? Good deal, isn't it? I'll give up my dream of being humanity's last master, and you get to keep breathing. Of course, giving up on your dreams isn't any fun. Changing them leaves you feeling hollow, lifeless. You're a human, so I'm sure you understand how that feels. You can trust me on this. A king only speaks truth. If my enemies wish to surrender without bloodshed, and I have no need of their blood, what will it be then? Will you hand her over to me and prevent bloodshed, or keep her and let the blood flow? She's not going anywhere. Well, now I'm just going to kill you, drain your blood, and take that woman away. Honestly, I don't know what I was thinking. This is by far the fastest, surest way to do it. Suits me so much better. You'll never lay eyes on Ort's coffin. You may spend your final moments tumbling into my canyon and taking a dip in my spring of death. Before we get started, I want to ask you something. Oh, what is it? My favorite color, dark purple, also dark red, also dark brown. What of it? Is it true you defeated Ort? Who told you that? The Maya? Kukulcan? That useless Shakish? No matter. Whoever told you it changes nothing. That question is a personal challenge to me, and an insult to Ka'an. And so, I will meet your insult with violence. I trust you knew what you were getting into when you spoke up. Did I, Camazotz, defeat Ort, you ask? Did I kill that planet-eating monster? Of course. I did it by sacrificing everything and everyone around me. I used everything at my disposal to massacre the beast that devoured Saba the space tree and threatened to destroy all of Mictlān. Saba? Like my girl? Saba? I plunged it in lava, tore its chest open with my talons, ripped out its freakish entrails, and left it a silent husk. Don't believe me? Well then, I'll show you the form I used to do it. Oh, here we go. We've seen this in the opening. His spirit origin output. No, the number of spirit origin readings are growing like crazy. 1,000, 1 million, 10 million, 100 million? This goes way beyond having multiple spirit origins. He has over 100 million of them mixed together within him. Priest of Chaldea, forget your name, I don't care what it is. Once I felt a sort of kinship with you. I've heard you're humanity's last master. I know how that feels. Wait, no, I don't. I've long since forgotten. Feelings are useless in battle as they are to a king. Humanity's last warrior has no need of such things. Speak my name. I am the hero of Ka'an, the spider-slaying bat, the king who forsook his crown. A weakling who could not save the world without sacrificing his subjects. Oh. Oh no. Okay. Well, that's a beast spirit origin pattern. Then does this mean? What the frick am I looking at? Well, again, we've seen it. It's a bat-faced fella, right? Yeah, oh, it's a big bat creature. Okay.
Now, I will show you the blood of Camazotz. Witness the essence of terror conjured by the people of Khan, who threw themselves into the hell that is Shabalba.
Okay, beast? Beast spirit origin pattern? What beast is he? I feel like we should use... you, right? I feel like it, at least. Okay. I don't freaking know what class to do. You know what? No. Let's go. Let's do team. Team don't want to lose. So we'll go... Let's go with you. What sort of... Just thinking here. Is there anyone who maybe might be actually better for this? Divine, right? Wait, did you get your... You got your battery, right? You got your battery, right? Because if so, like... Didn't you? Increase your gauge, yeah. Yeah! Yeah! Maybe we could try to lock you down, right? We could try this. I feel like we could try this, right? And then we go with... we do need to go with this, right? Because then we do that, we do boop boop, right? Then you do boop boop, and then yours, right? Does that work? Am I crazy? Does that work with you? What's your cooldown on it? Needs to be what? How many turns? Oh, it's a 10-turn cooldown. We can't fully loop with you, but we can at least do some big stuff, and I do feel that it is a good idea to do this, because then we get some stuff. Human trait? I think that might actually count, right? Human? Because he's like the last human, maybe? We'll see there. I want to try. Give me someone who has slightly better CE. Thank you. And then... Oberonia. Where's our Broberon? Broberon can bring that there. And then you can come in just to come in and try your best, right? Let's go Black Grail. And then Mashal in the back can just exist. NP gain up, sure. Alright. So. We need this. Yep. Okay. I have no clue what we're facing. Let's give it a go. No clue of a gimmick, no clue of any sort of anything. Let's see. What does he look like in combat too? What is the name of this beast? Is it just Camazotz? Beast Camazotz? Whoa, digital? Evil of humanity. I see the letters like A in there. Beast. It's like Beast 1, but a broken one? And even the beast symbol is broken. Or corrupted. Reflective Odd Wing. What does that do? Wait. 3 turns immune to that. Gain resistance to it. So let's not do my strategy right off the bat. Let's instead just spend some turns just... Wait, sorry, you attack first? What the frick? Okay, so the assassins did extra damage. It also hurt Enkidu a lot. What are you doing with your hair, buddy? It's very weird. Okay. It's very strange what you're doing, buddy. So you gave us what? Defense up immune. Damage cut immune. That's not what we have. Let's go. Oh, he's gonna keep popping those. Great. Okay, in that case, you know what? Let's do a evade. Just to survive. What? What do you mean one? What do you mean one? Two? What are you doing? How are you attacking? How are you able to move in between my actions? That's scary. Let's not do anything then. I don't trust that. House of Darkness. He gave himself evade? Is it one evade? Okay, it's only one at least. Okay, so you got yours at least. You still got that. So we should at least maybe pop that just to try and get, but it's like, it's not super worth it, is it? One more turn of that, so we can at least handle one more turn. Yeah, let's do one more turn, and then we'll pop some supers. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Alright. House of Shivers. No effects. Okay. Okay, survive, guys. Come on. Yeah, they'll survive this. It's doing a lot, though. Okay. Oh, and he lost that. Good. And there's only one left. So we're going to go... Okay, let's do this. Let's go... Okay. That's terrifying. Does it change what he does or something? Like if we do this... Oh! Great. Great. We shouldn't have done that. Great. Okay, well. Pop this to hopefully mean that we can do this. Poison on us. What a weird gimmick. What a weird gimmick. That did nothing. That's fine. This is mostly just to get the charge loss. And then... charge loss. And then the last one, he's gotta be divine. Right? He's gotta be divine. If he's not, that raises a lot of questions. He says he's a god. Let's see here. Come on. No! Wow. What the frick? At least we broke the gauge. One death. Lightless Khan. Whoa. Sorry, what is he doing? What? Oh, he just said, yeah, by the way, the battle's over. What? You can't do that. I'm detecting multiple unidentified heat sources all around us. It looks like a cloud of bats. Damn, not even a shining light on them is enough to make them disperse. Their skin must be light absorbent. Tanner Mash, let's fire the black barrel. That'll scatter the bats. Okay, but don't bring down the cave on us. Of course, I'm just gonna scare these bats off. Here goes. And then Camazotz died. Maybe? You did it! The bats just scattered around the cave, and Camazotz is gone too. I heard him flapping towards the sky. He must have flown off to the peak. I don't understand. Why would he retreat when he was so clearly winning? Oh crap, Nitocris is gone. You're right, I don't see her anywhere. He must have made off with her under the cover of darkness. Does why does he want her so badly? I mean, does he just want her? He probably wants to turn her or something, right? She said she'd be willing to go with it. Is she gonna turn and then stay on our side to be like, I've gotten more powerful by altering, but now I know what I want to be and I'm gonna use that to beat you up or something? We're battling him again or something? I don't know. At least we now know the strategy with Enkidu, ain't it? Hello? Begone, foul demons. Scream, cry, plead for all your lives, all you like. No one shall ever hear you. If anything, you should rejoice. Once I have killed you, your bodies will rest forever in the Nile. As if making my brothers, your puppet pharaohs, wasn't enough. You had to have them all killed. How dare you? How dare you? At long last, the time has come for me to punish you for your crimes. Why, Nitocris? Why are you doing this? You wouldn't be a pharaoh if it wasn't for us. Every step I've taken has been to bring you to this moment. Everything I've done to give you all what you deserve. It is the only thing that has given my life purpose. Just as you chose me to be your next puppet. I will let you think you can control my mind, body, and even my dignity however you like. And now you've fallen into my trap. Tell me, exactly what gift did you think I meant to offer you? A feast of pleasures for all your senses? A mountain of gold? Or perhaps you thought you could ravage my own body? This ends now. You're insolent, you're scheming to manipulate pharaohs, all of it. Please stop, I don't want to die, I don't want to die! If forgiveness is what you want, beg of it of my brothers you so ruthlessly murdered. Not one of you will ever see the eternal kingdom. But fortunately for you, neither will I. I'll be joining you shortly. Once you're dead, I will capture your souls and see that they are made to endure unending torment for all eternity. I think we saw this. We saw this at some point. Maybe one of her interludes or maybe some adaptation into an event or something. I'm pretty sure we did. That's right. I have no regrets. I took my revenge, restored the pharaoh's glory, and took my own life. When a pharaoh dies, they set off for a paradise free of pain and suffering. They have the right to do so, and the authority to exercise that right. But I wasn't prepared. I assumed I would never have such a right. I never forgot that anger. I never forgot that hatred. And as much as I wished otherwise, wish I could never forget what I had done. Deep down, I believed doing so would have been wrong, regardless of how just my feelings may have been. It's like the mountain top here? So bright. What happened to me? I was fighting that monster, that bat, and then... Wait, what's that sound? Whoa! Bro, you're Nekusi! Gross! I knew it. Ape blood still tastes terrible. I eat too much meat. Their diet is much too imbalanced. Still, it might have been better than before. I think there's a more depth of flavor now, maybe. Camazotz, what are you doing? I'm eating. Every soldier gets hungry and has to eat at some point. I grew thirsty for blood while fighting Kalia. When I want something, I take it. So I returned to my home and quenched my thirst. I brought you with me out of habit. King Protea, Beni Enma, Ereshkigal. They all smelled like the underworld. I enjoyed taking them back here and using command spells on them to turn them into guardians. I was on a roll, so I chose you to be the fourth guardian, but I'd forgot I already used up all the command spells. Without them, I can't make my wish come true, so there was no point in bringing you here. You're useless, worthless, a complete waste of my time. So, I'm your prisoner now. Is that it? I took you on a whim. There was no greater purpose behind what I did. I see. So you let your whims lead you around by the nose. Is that why you rescued us from Slalok, too? You had no reason to fight her. Back then, you had a nasty air about you. A wavelength and a pitch I hated hearing. You still have that air about you now. A nasty air, Only fools let their efforts go to waste. Camazotz is no fool. I'll see to it that bringing you here was worth my while. Answer my questions, necromancer. How can you still remember them? Why did you take your life after accomplishing your goal? What do you know about that? I'm quite certain I never told you about my life. I told you I have good hearing. The Khan ruins aren't far from Chichen Itza. Ever since the wind carried your story to my ears, I've been now a third mad. Answer me. You got your vengeance. That freedom it gave you should have been your life's reward. In spite of that, you robbed yourself of life. You didn't even go to this paradise of yours. I can't understand it. Why would you refuse salvation after overcoming such hardship? How could you possibly be... What could have possibly been worth throwing your life away? I was so focused on killing my retainers, I never had a chance to prepare for the journey to paradise, so... You're lying! You were a king with no foreign enemies. Once you killed the retainers, you would have had all the time you needed. You claim to have done it so you could torment them in the underworld for eternity? That's a lie, too. The underworld itself would have seen to that, even without your involvement. No, you never had any intention of going to paradise. Why is that? Answer me honestly. I'll know if you're lying. The only thing I don't understand is why you did what you did. All I can come up with is you thought yourself a criminal, but that can't be it, can it? Don't tell me that, despite being perfectly just and holding absolute power, you thought you were the most despicable one of all? No response, huh? Then I was right. Hilarious. You proper human history kings are utterly hilarious. You spent your life seeking revenge, finally achieved it, and turned around and proved yourself a criminal worthy of judgment by condemning the very same part of you that sought revenge in the first place. What an impossibly foolish woman you are. Your will is as strong as the sun. To think you chose to fall upon the sword of your convictions rather than become a god. I understand now. I'm satisfied. Back to my boring meal then. Wait just a moment. It's not fair that I'm the only one whose past is being dredged up here. No, never mind fair, it's downright infuriating. So I'm gonna ask you a question too. Understand? Fine. But keep it brief. You claim to be king of the underworld, the true king of Mictlān even. So, what do you think about Mictlān nearing the end of its life? Soon the sun will reach critical mass and disappear. Are you going to disappear along with it? Only Mictlān will die when the sun goes out. I will never change. The deinos will accept their extinction as they did before, but not me. I'll never go extinct. I can live off the heat of the land alone, even without the sun. That's how Khan grew for 100,000 years. Time it took for us to go from simple mammals to humans. 100,000 years of history and dreams made this body. And for the past 6 million years, I've kept on surviving. My kingly authority is immortality. My only weapon. No matter what happens, this will never change. Whether that sun dies or destroys the planet, as long as you just forget everything, the past will forever be unremarkable. In this way, the present continues forever, free of pain and sadness. Not even my shadow lasts beyond this moment. I knew it. You're forgetting everything, by never giving yourself a single thing you... Are you... What has she figured out? I need it explained to me. I'm stupid. Are you satisfied now, necromancer? Try to leave this peak and I will kill you. Stay and I will spare you. I won't tie you down. I won't demand anything of you. You're free to do as you please. But whatever you do, don't become an altar. Uh-oh, bad news. That would be revolting. I have no desire to see a you that isn't you. It's awfully naive of you. It won't be long before my allies come for me. If you let me go, you'll only be adding another name to your list of enemies. Don't be ridiculous. They're not coming here. Even if they were complete morons, they would have figured out that they don't have a prayer against me. No halfway decent warrior would dare to challenge King Camazotz, especially not over a single servant. He'll be here. Even I have to question the wisdom of his actions, but I'm absolutely certain he will come. Care to wager on it? It can't be said to be a wager when the outcome is not in question. But okay, what the hell? Chances like this don't come every day. Once your companions have fled Mictlān, you're gonna tell me your name. You're gonna offer yourself to your king. But if they should happen to come here and challenge me, I'll give you this whole underworld. You'll have a second chance to be a queen. We have a deal. Get ready to hand it over. Hello, it's me! You can hear me! So he was a moron after all. I swear. Humanoids never know when to give up. Nitocris! Even unyielding spirit can become a reverence when taken too far. Nothing is more pitiful than a hero without anyone to admonish them. Still, I welcome you. I'll slaughter you. I'm glad to take this chance to shower the peak of the fourth underworld with fresh blood. Priest of Chaldea, you and I have known each other for some time now. I'm gonna enjoy cutting off your head and bathing in your blood, but once I have, that pledge will be in the past and I'll forget all about it. That's a painful thought. I'm gonna take the opportunity to thank you now while I have the chance. Daybit is an infinity mirror. The more fighters you throw at him, the more shadows he'll call upon in response. Okay. I don't like your throat, buddy. Get all that? Then let the feast begin. Bring the hero's blood to the altar. Lead the followers of humanity to their graves. For now is the time to kill our proper human history neighbors. So it looks like it says Beast 1 for him. Isn't that Fu? Am I wrong? FGO Beasts. I just need a quick reminder of which ones is what. Beast 1, unknown. That doesn't help at all. Oh no, Beast 1 was Goetia, right. Is he the reincarnation of wait, what? No, he can't be. Anyways, this team didn't work. Okay, so it's just, I think it's just the Beast 1 slot was brought back up, and so someone's taking the spot of Goetia, and it's him, possibly? Or at least this world, I guess. Okay, so the assassin actually was working pretty good on it, but is there an assassin that is, let's go, assassin, do we have a Buster NP assassin? No one here would be great. Okay. Let's just see here. Let's try, let's, you know what? This will still work, right? This plan still will work. Because we could do roughly the same thing. Now, the only problem is we have to make sure to not use too many skills. Right? If we reuse only a couple skills, right? Because if we use less skills, but in doing so, treat them more carefully, pretty much, I think that could work out. God, was Answerer a preview of this? Of interruption type things? I wonder. For some reason, I feel like Foreigner should deal good damage to him. Right? I feel like it will. Let's try, hey, you're a threat to humanity, aren't you? Right? Like, that counts. Right? Just double check. It's blue. Okay. I would say that's a threat to humanity. Let's go with that. And then you can instead get 3 at least. Right? So wait, can you get 4? That's too much. Okay, no, 3. Begin battle with charge, meter gain, Buster up. You know what? Honestly, just start with meter. That's just gonna help out. Okay, let's just give this a try. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Okay. I have no clue what his type matchup is. All we know is that assassin seemingly worked on him. Collective Oddwing, that's still going. Is it still 3 turns? It's still 3 turns. Okay, so we're still going to do 3 turns of... Well... I don't know how much it is, though. Right? If it's 3 turns there... Let's see how much it is. There's a chance that it's not that bad. So let's only use 2 here. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's see. Also, this stage is cool. This stage looks real cool. And oh, and it's going to do nothing because he popped another one there. Okay, so it's not based on the number of actions you do. It's just a countdown. That did nothing. Wow. So, hey, we got a cool battlefield at least. Okay. Oh my god, he just properly did a Monster Hunter move. That is exactly... Because he looks like a T-Rex, and that was just how T-Rexes run. That's crazy. I did not expect that. Okay, let's do this. Okay, and then let's just do a turn of... Let's see, how do you do? Okay, no effects. Nice. Okay, what are these? What are these? How are you just doing more and more? Okay. Is it in response to popping invincible or something? Okay, let's just see here. So we still need 1 turn of survival. And then we can pop our stuff. Let's go 1... Let's go 1, 2, 3 to get yours, because then we can do a triple super. I'm still gonna have another one. Okay. At the very least, we should be able to do stuff with this and cut down his meter. Okay, so... It's 1 left. Okay, let's go 1, 2... You know what? We can pop 2 of these, right? So let's go Buster Effectiveness, Critical Strength for 3 turns. Yes. Let's do these. Okay, and then next turn we can do the other. So let's go 1, 2, 3, right? And then next turn we'll pop the other one. What's this one? Poison. Great. The more we let him not do his Noble Phantasm, the better. Charge loss was why I did that. Oh, it went for both of them at once. Good, okay. Okay. Then this should break through and kill him. Let's see here. Nah, I don't know. It's 10,000. It's not a bonus. Oh, no, it did. It did. Okay. 1 death. Okay. Lightless Ka'an. Is it just, again, we just lose? Wow. Is there something I'm doing wrong? Well, I mean, the story's still progressing, so I'm not doing something wrong, but... Unless it is actually loading a second part of the battle now. Nope. Okay. Boy, we just... One more time? One more time. Okay. Let's not do a Noble Phantasm focused one then, because it honestly seems like that is not the strategy for him, right? We should just be doing attacks, pretty much. Dang, but can't think of many ways of doing this that aren't Noble Phantasm based. Is his tongue going through his nose? I knew it. They can't possibly defeat him. Camazotz represents all of Mictlan's human history. As long as he bears that duty, that curse, he can never be felled. His immortality is all he has. It's the only thing that lets him keep fighting a planet-eating monster while he was the last warrior of his kind. No, you never had any intention going to paradise. Why does that answer me? Honestly, I'll know if you're lying. That's right, Camazotz. Even if those retainers were evil men led solely by their own greed, it was still wrong of me to kill them in such an underhanded way, rather than holding them accountable to the law. I have no right to enter paradise. Neither have I ever considered my revenge to have been justified. Crimes must be punished. Mistakes must be atoned for. I committed a crime by failing to save my brothers. I committed another when I killed retainers in my position as a pharaoh. In punishment for my own crimes, I took my life. I chose to protect my heart rather than my nation's future. Very well then, I'll tell you everything I saw exactly as I saw it. An altar is a servant who is denied the core of their spirit origin. One who lived as a saint would deny their sainthood. A warrior who refused to become a king would have to become the very sort of king they despised. Become an altar means to betray your life, your principles, everything that makes you a heroic spirit, and to do so willingly, knowingly willingly by your own hand. King Protea abandoned her admiration and yearning for humans. In doing so, she became a cold, merciless goddess. Beni Enma gave up her wish to forever remain a child in a children's story and became an adult. Ereshkigal gave up on her dreams of turning the underworld into a land of beauty, and so she became a cruel, ruthless goddess. I see. So that's why Ereshkigal asked me what I was fighting to protect. And what about me? What do I need to betray to become an altar? Only you can answer that, Nitocris. That being said, your mythological background is a poor fit for Mictlān. Because of that, you will need to make an even greater sacrifice than the other servants. So no matter the difficulties you encounter on the road ahead, think hard before you make that choice. Once you become an altar, I suspect there can be no going back. Of course, I've thought hard about this. I know what I must betray, and I know what I must offer this world. In our underworld, it was used to weigh one's sins after death. In the Aztec world, it's offered to the gods. Oh, your heart! As they say when in Rome, do as the Romans do. I can think of no greater betrayal than this. So great is this betrayal that I don't think I'll be able to show my face around the pharaohs for quite some time. Dang. Stop. Stop, don't do it! I told you I don't want to see that. Did you forget what I said? Oh, your mouth really opens up. Your heart, your dignity isn't meant to be offered to another. What you have there is meant to be offered only to yourself. It's a mark of your pride. You sad, sad woman. Don't let yourself become an offering to the gods of all things. Don't live your life for others. Don't burn your life away any more than you already have. Now I understand the whim that led you to rescue me. You've survived all this time by forgetting everything, by giving yourself nothing. Though you've long wished to take your own life, you've held yourself back by refusing to remember the past at any cost. You've sentenced yourself to the eternal punishment of being unable to die, all to preserve a humanity that no longer exists. What a fool you are, woman! King Camazotz has no such feelings. I only do what I do because the act of forgetting is a pain in the ass. All that matters is for me to keep existing. Every last one of Khan's people willingly gave their lives to make this kingly body. I can't regret even the tiniest thing from my battles. Boob! Explosion! And I, too, shall make a sacrifice. Now that I am dead, I have no need for a heart to weigh my sins. Anubis, I implore you to pass judgment on my soul. From this moment, I am no longer the incarnation of the sky god. Now and forevermore, I shall be the manifestation of the god of the underworld, avatar of vengeance and divine punishment, Neferu Sven Anubis, the altar of Queen Nitocris. When she says forever, does that actually mean, like, ours in Chaldea is changing? This design still kicks ass, by the way. This design frickin' rules. Needless to say, I will be claiming what you promised in our wager. Per our contract, This fourth underworld now belongs to me to do with as I wish, and so I shall decree a new rule. In this underworld, all manner of forgetting is forever forbidden. Now, let us fight Bat King, immortal ruler who has fled his punishment for 6 million years. As your atonement, I shall grant you a fitting end. Forced Nitocris Alter? Let's see here. Wait, no. Maybe? Let's see. No, okay. Interesting. Okay. So we just want big frickin' attacks, right? And let's see here. Let's see, who could we use? We just want, like, big honka-chonk natural damage. Well, what if we were to make a whole thing revolving around getting tons of stars just naturally, and from that, using that to my advantage. So let's see here. Who gains a crap ton of stars? I could also use you, because you're kind of like meant to be used for this fight. Okay, you know what? For the theming, we'll do that, right? But then, we want people who are crazy critsters. Let's go with C-star gain each turn. Stars. And okay, we know assassin seemingly deals big damage, right? Let's go with, plus that makes sense because of the whole thing with the stuff. Sure, we'll use you. And then let's go single target plus stars, right? And we'll go with C stars per turn plus 4. We'll go another seeming assassin who could be good. Let's go. You're very star focused, actually, right? So if we just keep going lots of stars, I feel like that is a good strat. So, yeah. I know I have you. I still think against God is good. So let's, sure. I don't know freaking know what I'm doing. Let's just give this a try. Give me crap tons of stars and go to town. I'm assuming this is the real fight now. Right? Like the actual, like, time to fight. Let's do this. Oblivion. Like Elder Scrolls? Oh, he hates it. Reflective Odd Wing. It's still on. Okay. Alright. Bad starting hand. But it's okay. Let's go with... He still does that. Alright. That's fine. C-star drop rate against Saber, special attack against Saber, and increase attack for yourself. Sure, we'll do that there. Game? 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 You can handle it. You can handle it. You can handle it. You're doing okay. Whoa? House of Shivers was judged. Oh, you're in battle too. Oh, you're in battle back there. That's cool as hell. God, yeah, you just used Monster Hunter moves. Okay. Oh, game. Game. All right. The thing. That would mean it wouldn't work. That's okay. Oh, it's having a moment. Invincible and C-stars. I don't really need sea stars here. Oh, it's dying. Oh no, you got this. You got this. Just load. Just stay loaded. If it crashes, it crashes. HP recovery per turn. Let's do that. Okay. We can do 2 skills per turn, basically. Quick attacks? Sure, let's do that there. God, just seeing her take out a cell phone is so weird. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Alright, here we go. Oh, look at Anubis. Okay. Hit Hero in X so we can get super again here. Yeah. Is it next turn that we can do it? I think so, right? No, yeah, next turn. So, let's go. Right, just to get that going. Let's go 1, 2. You have meter that we don't need more of. That's fine. Let's go then. 1, 2, 3. All right, here we go. Okay. That means our supers will work now. Ah, that sucked. That was a lot of damage. Don't kill her. Okay. Now we're gonna break this gauge for sure. I'm also gonna pop. That does count. Okay. I was wondering about that. Do this. Okay. Let's go. Do I even... This song rules. Do I even need a full thing? Let's go 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And then the next turn, let's do one with Hero in X. Okay. Condemned. Nice. Good. This battle theme is real good. Lots of stars. Too many. Yeah, that's back on. That sucks. Okay, yeah, that's not great. I'll pop this on you. I'm going to do 3 turns. You know what? Let's go 1, 2, 3. Because they're gonna die anyways pretty soon. How much left? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. She's gonna die. Yeah. Oh, and she will too. Great. And then they come in, and they're gonna also then be hit by a Noble Phantasm. Wonderful! Yeah, let's see here. Okay. Did that count? That did. Okay. I think she'll survive. Let's go. Just big damage here. Bala Mina. Nope, that's not gonna work, buddy. I swear to God, bud, if you don't do this. Yeah, you will. Okay. Okay. King of Kaan. Remove buff. Great. Great. Okay. What is that symbol? Why is the guts red? What does that mean? What is red guts? Guts at break. Oh, great. Great. Lovely. Okay. You know what? We got big meter with you. We could do some big hits. So let's go that, because you're going to be dying soon anyways. Okay. Let's go. Just 1, 2, 3. All right. That did not do nearly as much as I expected. Bloodthirsty demonic wing. What does that do? What does that do? Bloodthirsty demonic wing. Your HP gets absorbed at the end of each turn. Fun! I have no clue the proper strategy for this. Like, I feel like I'm missing a stratagem here, because it feels like I don't know what to do, you know? Like, Uncame 1 death. We got that again. Oh, that's super annoying. And inflicting poison? Great. Freaking, I don't know, man. We're gonna lose here. It's a good thing all these things are being judged. Be nice if, you know, we could not die, but we will. We are literally getting 0 meter gain. Very cool. Well, guess what? I could butt my head against this, but no. No, I'm not gonna. Is that just a permanent Batwing now? 1 more turn? Okay. Let's hold off. We'll do 1 turn, and then we'll do it next turn. Okay. And that's also for 1 more turn. Okay, so let's just go with some of this. Oh my god, are you just gonna keep doing this then? That sucks. Okay. 2 left. 3 turns. Are you supposed to not use Noble Phantasms on him? Like, is that just what you're supposed to do? Let's just keep trying. Let's just see here. This is ludicrous. Because, like, we're doing, like, no damage. And he's doing a lot. I'm legitimately worried we won't be able to do this even with this team. And on this refresh, you know? Okay, let's go. Evade. Pop. This. Doesn't he remove the stuff anyways? Doesn't it, like, not matter? Great. Let's try this here.
今光と闇が交わりセイバーに見えるカタプラクティシフト王道の力を知れ
Okay. And then
遅い
okay. MP gain down. Yeah, that didn't remove our stuff, but it did kill you because he is sure hit, right? Okay. God, that poison is ridiculous. Yeah, I might hold off on that till next turn just so that we can see if we can hopefully use it. Right? I'll do a Nito full combo. Does this give you anything? Buff success rate up? Sure. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Try this. Hopefully next turn we can start popping supers that actually can attack. We'll see. Okay. You're dead. And you're dead. And that's back. So there's just no way you're popping supers on him in this phase. Great. Okay. Mashing Hero and X. Hero and X got super killed immediately, so I didn't even figure out if that does good stuff to him, so... Let's just see here. So special attack evil, C-star gather rate, we want that. Bro must be considered evil. We don't need C-stars. Increase your drop rate. I mean, sure, we'll pop that there. Yeah, let's just see here. Alright, big damage, let's go. Alright. Okay. I mean, he's not applying more poison at least. Boy, you're nearly dead though. You will die. You will just die. You're almost nearly dead. What the frick? A foreigner was a terrible choice. God, I picked a terrible team for this. Like, actually awful. Like, my plan... legendarily bad at this point. Like, truly an abysmal, terrible team. Okay, we hit the break. It's not resist at least, but you're dead. Oh, right, guts, right, yes. How could I forget? I'm gonna need another revive. This is stupid. Okay, well. Strength up versus threat to humanity. That should hopefully count. Let's see. Like, if there's a threat to humanity, that looks like one. I don't think it did extra damage. It did not. At least we broke through there, but... we are going to need another revive. Oh my god. This sucks. This sucks so much. I got these stones, though. I'm just using them. I should have came in with any better strategy. My thought was, don't use supers. Let's just crit. Oh, well, and also he put his guard down finally for Noble Phantasms. Finally, right at the end. Right? My thought is use crits, right? And I mean, that is a seemingly decent strategy. But at the same time, it's seemingly like, doesn't matter. He's still stupid. And then a few other servants I got are worthless here. Like Nitocris Alter, it's fun for the gimmick, but she doesn't do anything. And Heroine Double X is just getting mega murdered. Immortal Dynamic Heart, Guts, Charge. Oh, great. Great. I'm going to lose again. Oh my god. I'm going to lose again. I'm going to lose again. This is ridiculous. What am I doing? What am I doing? Like, what's the strategy here? I'm opening up the wiki. Let's go to Game Press. What's the actual plan? What is the gimmick that I'm missing? Or the strategy? The servants to bring? Like, what am I doing wrong? I need to see. Okay, Lostbelt 7 walkthrough. Walkthrough part 2. We are on which number? It was like 18, right? Okay. Rematch. This time you must be fully defeated. Nitocris will provide support by nullifying card chain triggered skills. Wait, his skills were triggering from card chains. Okay. However, these skills that are triggered with 3 active skills or NPs will still occur. Boss's notable break gauge effects. Guts are removable. And the guts are removable. Okay, let's see here. What is his weaknesses here? Rider, Caster, Assassin, Berserker deals extra damage. Moon Cancer does deal extra damage too. Okay. All his breaks are removable. All his breaks are removable. God, that would have been nice to know. I mean, yeah, it's on there with the thing. I didn't even notice that. Right? Habitrot, capable of self-death. Moon Cancer damage dealers are best choice. Cavalry class buff removal is important. Okay. Yeah, none of the servants that I brought are on the recommended list. Great. We've come this far. I might as well just frickin' finish it. Pop this. You have sure hit. It doesn't even frickin' matter. Ugh. You're gonna die anyways, so let's just go. Yeah, just do your stuff. We're gonna have to use all those guts. Oh my god. We're gonna have to go through all of them. We do no damage, of course. And because they're assassins, they of course deal less in damage. Oh, his sure hit went away. Well, your evade went away. Great. Love it. Love it. Love to see it. It's excellent. Real nice. You're gonna die real fast. So let's just do a full combo here. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Do your best, I guess. I am a little mad. I am a little angry with this fight. I think it's an interesting fight. I think the gimmicks it brings are interesting. I'm not happy with how I've been going about this, though. And I know there's people in the comments that are gonna be like, well, you should have known ahead of time because, I'm sorry, I don't frickin' read ahead like you guys do. Okay. Is Yanqing gonna survive? He did, just barely. Mash is here. You still got your thing going, dude? I hope they're small guts. Please be small guts, please. That's all I need. It's just small guts. Strength versus evil. If there's someone who counts as evil, it should be him. Let's do this. Okay, let's go. You know what? Let's go 1, 2, 3. All right, let's do this here. A little bit of defense here. And he's not going to deal much, but it's something. If the guts procs and it recovers all his HP, I'm quitting. Like, that's it. I need guts removal then. Okay. Do whatever we can to survive. That's all we can do. Okay, then let's go. 1, 2, 3. Heroine Zek's gonna die. Mash doing whatever she can. And of course it's a turn where he doesn't have the thing and then he pops it, yeah. Okay. Whatever. I gotta use them up anyways. 40 of them. I'm just using my God-given items. Ignore defense? That'd be nice. For it to actually properly ignore defense, you know? Let's see here. It did. That did some good damage. Okay. And Smash gonna just die. She's actually taking very little damage. 1, 2, 3. Just do your stuff. Okay. She's gonna die by the poison anyways. Yeah, pretty soon here the poison's gonna get her. I don't even need to do that. We're just gonna die. I don't freaking care. Just damage. Yep. Odd reflective wing. Okay. Whatever. 24 turns. This fight sucks. And he's all ready to go. Right? Nothing matters because we're just going to be hit regardless. Right? Do as much damage as you can, then for now, that's the best thing we can do. Come on. Forgot it does. Yeah, no, it gives him sure hit. Yeah. You don't have a full combo. Of course you don't. Of course you don't. Fence down. Let's go. What else do we got here? HP recovery, that's a good one there. Okay, we just need to, like, get through this turn, basically. And again, if it's like a full heal, no.
これよりは冥府さあ今こそ罪の祭典をネフェルスエアドビス
Let's see, how much? Yeah, we should be able to do that. Yeah. Please, please. Okay, I can live with that. I can live with that. That sucks, but it's not the worst. We can survive that.
ここまでこちらをどうぞ
Yeah, of course, it's not gonna work because of course it just keeps putting it on. All right. Yes, 1, 2. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay. This will break another gauge. Not this, but the full combo with him at least. Right? So close. That's big meter gain though. Okay. Did he not have that on? Is that why we did good damage? Probably. Alright. Let's go. 100%.
夜こそ我が力
Alright. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Okay.
闇の胸郭ここに参上。10年前不無栄のごとく。切り砕か。
And we need one more, of course. Okay. If he suddenly like built up more, I was gonna scream. Okay. Should we just triple noble phantasm? Probably for the best.
しばしお待ちを夏といえばカレー
Right.
ですので
That should be able to win.
これより先は
Let's see this here. Come on.
いえすごく使いたいです我が手に計りこれよりは冥府さあ今こそ罪の祭典をネフェルスエアドビス
Halfway.
闇の胸郭ここに参上。10年前不無栄のごとく。
And we do it.
切り砕か。
Absolutely batshit fight. And I don't mean insane. I mean, I thought that was stinky doo-doo guano, personally. That fight, probably, if you... I feel like if they hinted ahead of time, hey, bring something that gets rid of the... you know, the guts. I think that would have been fine. That would have helped a lot. Also, just like some of just the other stuff that he does with like, I mean, thankfully he didn't do instant death to me, I think once, did he? Because apparently his noble phantasm can absolutely inflict instant death. That sucks. What else does he do? Okay, so after 3 skills, we didn't let it happen. He does what's called Vakub Kame, Death of 7. Decrease all enemies' buff success rate by 50%. 3 returns unremovable. Apply buff to self when attack 15% chance to do instant death. Yeah, like that's game over if you do that there. The break guts you could remove, of course you can. Great. Okay. We beat it. That fight was not fun. and if it wasn't for the fact that I just don't want to have to redo all that. I mean, it honestly might have been faster at that point, but I could have done that better, yes. But also, I feel like the game did not convey enough information for me to be able to do that on a first go, which I feel is not great. I feel most of these fights should do that. Oh goodness, what is this art? He looks cool, though. It's like weird. Got like stuff coming out of his hair and stuff. He's all tentacles. Ugh. The beast is still alive. We haven't finished him off yet. We need to do it now or we're done for, Tanner. Camazotz. He's just getting tired from remembering. Oh, you can go back to normal. Oh. Okay. Nitocris, did she pass out? Crap, she's gonna tumble right into the canyon. Walk, John, hurry. Yeah, I'll get her even if it kills me. Is he gonna rescue her? Did Camazotz just catch Nitocris and fall with her? It almost looked as though he was protecting her. Does he have a crush? It seems I was hasty when I said you were beyond foolish. Now I can't reprimand you for being more of a fool than I thought. I can't believe you tore out your own heart. Even I wouldn't try something like that. I'm frightened of pain. You were wrong about one thing, Queen. I never grieved anyone's death. Back when my million subjects were facing extinction, there were tears of mourning, tears of joy, lamentations, trances. Parents and children alike threw themselves into the kiln, wailing. But they didn't want to let me die. Warriors threw themselves into the kiln with a smile, asking me to save them. As a limbless mass at the bottom of the kiln, I saw such things again and again without end, but my mind remained calm. Oh, another death. That was the extent of my reaction. To me, their deaths were part of their lives. And when they offered up their lives right in front of me, it may have well been an ordinary scene from our everyday lives as far as I was concerned. It was always like that for me, be it a parent, spouse, or friend. No matter who died, I never felt grief. Ironically, stories of fictional people never failed to make me weep. But in the world itself, I felt that I had sinned no matter who or how many died. I'm utterly numb to death, mine and others. That's why I became king. But even then, I would wonder to myself about how I could cry like everyone else, like a normal human. How strange. Even I don't know why I'm so concerned about a single woman's well-being. But I must admit, it's good to be able to remember. I see the past before me, the memories I lost as I came back to life over and over, all in such beautiful detail. Now I see. It may not be for eternity, but I see now that this is what they mean when they say, I see now that this is what they mean when they talk about living past your time. Did he just splurt on the ground? What? Did he just This is the place. I just hope she came to while she was still falling. I found her. Nitocris seems to be all right. I'm not seeing any injuries anywhere on her. Nitocris! I'm sorry I worried you. I blacked out and began to fall after I ran out of magical energy. But I woke up before I hit the ground and managed to land safely. I must thank Osiris for his protection once again. Great. Where's Camazotz? Camazotz? What about him? When I woke up, he was nowhere to be seen. Besides, didn't you defeat him up on the peak? That's all that matters. He will never again roam the darkness. It's true. I can't hear his wings flapping anymore. And all the bats that used to fill this cave are gone. Camazotz was the most dangerous being in all of Mictlān. Doubt. And you just defeated him. Never mind that. Congratulations on your brilliant victory, Mash and Tanner. I couldn't be more proud to have you as my allies. Yeah, even if it was just for the domain of humanity that developed in Mictlān, Camazotz was still a beast. Oh, he was a beast of humanity, but the humanity of Mictlān. Okay. We managed to defeat him by ourselves is a miracle. We couldn't have done it without you, Nitocris. You may become an alter like King Prody and the other Guardians, but I guess your alterization was temporary. Of course. I could never endure inviting Anubis into my body unless I was in an underworld. Is something wrong, my ally? That's pretty metal. Honestly, I wish she hadn't done that, but I can't tell her that. I'd be dishonoring her resolve if I told her I wish she hadn't done that. Yep. No, everything's fine. Thanks, Nitocris. The jail cell? Oh, right. You went to jail. Even the deinos who were standing guard are gone. I suppose all those incompetent fools died off. Now the king of dinosaurs is dead and the soldiers are all gone. Chichen Itza's finished. No, it's not just the city that's finished. We should never have let Caldia or the Cryptor do as they pleased. Now that we have our extinction is imminent. Deinos don't understand that. No, that's not right. They understood fine and still refused to stop them. Their overwhelming strength left me with no desire to live and no sense of danger. No matter how long they lived, that was never going to change. They never even thought to compare themselves to others. Of course they would never develop beyond this point. I'm the only short-lived Deinos around, and so I'm the only one who understands the dread of watching the steady progress of time marching on. Well, no matter. Criticizing my fellow Deinos now won't help anything. What's important is that I survive and change how things are done around here. Izcalli promised me a seat in Mexico City. Apparently, even the Settlement need priests. Fine then. If I have to use those damn apes to be the only Deinos to survive, then that's exactly what I'll do. Could someone shoot down this dude? I hate him. He's so lame. Well, I think then that is the end of that. What's next? We are on. Whoa, where are we? What are we doing? Oh, whoa. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold up. Kalakmul. Oh, you son of a gun. You're not letting me see up there. City of Water. Atzlan Kalakmul. Oh, I wonder who we're fighting. Section 18 is next. Alright, well. Listen. That fight sucked absolute duty balls. Like, I thought it was... I legitimately don't understand what you were supposed to do during that fight. Like, what do? You can't use noble phantasms, they're super weak. Bro does, like, I just don't know, man. I just don't know. Even looking at the strategies there in the wiki, it's like, oh yeah, this fight's not so bad. How are we dealing so nothing damage? Man. Whatever, we are past it, and I'm sure nothing else difficult will be in our way. I'm sure that is it. No more enemies await us. Right? Anyways, guys, I will see you next time for some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order as we head on into Section 18, the City of Water. Ciao. Yo.